You've skipped his signs, delayed his warnings. Archangel Michael has one final attempt to reach you today. You have 45 minutes left before this blessing is sent to someone else. This is not tomorrow's word. This is not a distant prophecy reserved for some faraway moment in the calendar of time. This is today's message. This is the hour that heaven has chosen to awaken you. The heavens do not stretch patience forever. The Spirit of the living God is not bound to plead endlessly with the stubbornness of man. When mercy speaks, it speaks within a divine window, and that window does not remain open forever. That is why this message finds you now, with an urgency burning in its very breath, declaring that you have 4 to 5 minutes left before this blessing is sent to another vessel. The voice you hear through these words is not ordinary counsel. It is the voice carried by the Archangel of Warfare, the messenger of divine urgency, Michael, captain of the armies of heaven. He has not descended for casual comfort or soft consolation, but to awaken you to the final opportunity that remains. This is a last attempt, a final trumpet, a desperate call before the heavenly doors that have been held open for you are commanded to close. Understand this. Heaven does not waste its treasures. When the Spirit of God appoints a blessing, it is targeted, timed, and delivered with precision. But if the appointed vessel delays, if the chosen one slumbers in disobedience or hesitation, then heaven is justified to release it into the hands of another. For God will not allow his blessings to rot in the waiting room of delay. He will not permit his purpose to be chained by hesitation. That is why this is not a general message. It is a selective warning, marked with urgency, spoken only to the one whose spirit trembles even now as these words pierce the silence. Many have ignored the whisper. Many have walked past the signs. You have seen the red flags in your life. You have heard the subtle cautions. You have felt the nudges in your spirit. Yet you delayed. You excused. You postponed. And every postponement has come with a cost. Delay has a cost. It costs opportunities. It costs peace. It costs alignment with the very promises of God. And now heaven has had enough of waiting for your hesitation. This is not a word for everyone. Not all who listen will recognize their reflection in this mirror. But to the one who feels the tremor inside, to the one whose spirit cannot rest even as this message flows forth, you are the one. This is the final attempt. If your ears have ever been dull before, let them be sharp now. If your heart has ever wondered, let it be steady now. For this word has a countdown, and its urgency is eternal. The instruction is simple, but the weight is eternal. Silence, stillness, obedience. These three will be your posture in this moment. Do not rush to argue. Do not scramble to justify your past delays. Simply enter silence. Clothe yourself in stillness. And choose immediate obedience. For the moment you align with these three, heaven shifts the scale in your favor. This is your final attempt. You are being reached because mercy refuses to let you go without one last call. 4 to 5 minutes remain. And what you do with these minutes will decide whether you inherit what has been waiting for you, or whether another rises to claim what you forfeited. Type "I am ready" in the comments if you hear this word in your spirit. Blessing code 4444 has been released over you now. Hear me now, for this is not a gentle whisper. It is the roar of heaven breaking into your timeline. I, Michael, commander of the hosts of the Lord, have been sent into this moment with urgency burning like fire upon my wings. You have wondered why your spirit is restless, why you could not scroll past this word, why your thoughts are trembling even now. It is because time is short. Heaven has waited long enough. The Lord has decreed that within 4 to 5 minutes a shift must occur, and you cannot afford to delay, for the blessing that bears your name is at risk of being reassigned. Why today? Why now? Because eternity has measured your waiting. Because patience has stretched to its limit. Because heaven's courts have debated your case and the verdict has been sealed. This is your final summons. Some will dismiss this word, but you, child of destiny, cannot escape it. For this word does not knock at every door. It comes to the chosen, the set apart, the one who even now feels the fire of recognition. You know this is for you. You know this urgency was carved into your very spirit before these words reached your ears. I am not here to soothe your slumber. I am not here to pat your delay. I am here to interrupt you. I am here to shake the foundations of your hesitation, to pierce through the fog of excuses, to break through the veil of procrastination that has held you captive for too long. And I declare to you now, heaven is moving, and if you do not move with it, you will be left behind. The Father has sent me, not as a messenger of casual reminders, but as a warrior with one last warning. In 4 to 5 minutes, a heavenly shift will occur. The scrolls of destiny are being unrolled even now. Your name is written, your portion is marked, but the question is this: will you seize it, or will you allow it to pass into the hands of another? Not everyone who hears this will understand. Many will listen casually, thinking these words are just sound and speech. But to the chosen one, these words will feel like fire in your bones, like lightning in your chest, like an undeniable stirring that you cannot ignore. That stirring is the Spirit confirming, this message is yours. The Spirit of God is interrupting your thoughts right now, because delay has consequences. You have felt the tug before. You have seen the signs. You have heard the warnings. But every time you paused, every time you reasoned, every time you delayed, the blessing grew fainter. But mercy has returned one final time, through me, to say, you cannot delay again. This is heaven's intervention. This is the Lord's strategy. You are being stopped in your tracks because the clock of destiny is ticking. Every second counts now. The blessing hovering above you cannot linger much longer, for heaven does not allow its treasures to collect dust. If you do not receive, it will be released to another who is ready. And I tell you in truth, the Father will not apologize for this, for His will must go forth. But if you obey, if you respond, if you silence every distraction and bend your heart in obedience, then the 4 to 5 minutes before you are not your loss. They are your inheritance. Heaven will fight for you. The angels will align for you. The blessing will be sealed and secured under your name, never again threatened by transfer. This is your call. This is the fire that cannot be quenched. You are chosen, and this is heaven's final attempt to awaken you before the doors close. The Spirit has interrupted you because you are not permitted to miss what is coming. Type I receive in the comments right now if this word burns in your spirit. Blessing code 1212 has been ignited over your life. Child of destiny, I must now pull back the veil that covers what you have ignored. For the truth is this: the signs were never absent, the warnings were never silent. They were there, clear, undeniable, persistent. Yet you walked past them. You dismissed the whisper of the Spirit. You delayed your response. You excused yourself with the lie of later. but later has run out. There were nights when your heart raced without explanation, moments when your spirit trembled though nothing around you seemed alarming. Those were not random feelings. Those were heaven's signs, burning torches in the dark corridors of your life. And yet, you treated them like shadows. You skipped his signs, and by skipping them, you delayed your deliverance. You ignored his warnings, and by ignoring them, you prolonged your wilderness. And listen carefully, others have noticed. There are watchers around you. Some in silence, some in whispers, some in outright mockery. They sense something about you, though they do not know the fullness of the story. They gossip, they speculate, they wait. They wait to see if you will rise into what heaven has marked for you, or if you will stumble, forfeiting it into the hands of another. Do you not feel their eyes upon you? Do you not sense the tension of their curiosity? For even your enemies can smell destiny before it arrives. But the greater danger lies not in their eyes, but in your hesitation. Every moment you delay, you empower their suspicion. Every hour you waste, you embolden the very forces that long to see you fail. And even now, unseen hands are attempting to reach for what has been assigned to you. They cannot take it unless you let it slip, but your silence in obedience is what will decide it. You ask yourself, why do I always feel behind? Why do I sense that something slips through my fingers just as it comes near? It is because hesitation is not harmless. It is theft in slow motion. Every delay you have chosen has carried a price. Every postponed yes has carried a consequence. And the Spirit of God says this to you now. Enough is enough. But here lies the greater mystery. The blessing is still here. It has not yet been released to another. It hovers. It waits. It trembles in the balance. And heaven has dispatched me, Michael, with one last attempt to draw your spirit into alignment. You feel the urgency because the countdown is real. 4 to 5 minutes remain. And within that window, a decision will be sealed forever. Do not underestimate what is shifting right now. This is not a comfortable message. It is meant to disrupt you. It is meant to shake you, to unsettle you, to make you restless until you move. Because delay is no longer an option. Hesitation is no longer harmless. You must act, and you must act now. If you have ever doubted whether heaven saw you, this is your answer. You are not invisible. You are not forgot you. The trembling you feel is the confirmation that God's eyes are upon you. You are being called, one final time, before this blessing is redirected. Type "I am chosen" in the comments if your spirit recognizes this moment. Blessing code 7777 is covering you now. Beloved, as you hear this urgent word, you know this is not ordinary, it is eternal. Every seed you plant into this mission is not just support, it is a weapon in God's hand to reach another soul before their 4 to 5 minutes expire. The word declares, "Give, and it shall be given unto you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over." That is not a verse on paper, it is heaven's decree over your life today. I feel led to tell you this. Your giving becomes the oil that lights the flame of revelation for someone else. When you sow, you are not just helping this message go forth. You are ensuring that another soul, another heart, another life does not miss the signs. I am speaking directly to you. This is your moment to rise into action. Do not wait. Do not delay. Act in obedience. You can release your offering through super thanks by joining as a channel member or directly through PayPal. The link is in the description. As you release it, I bless your hands to prosper and your spirit to overflow. This is not a suggestion. It is a prophetic act. Rise now, sow now, and watch heaven seal your portion. Hear me, beloved of God, for what you are walking through is not random. Do not be deceived into thinking your delay was just weakness of will, or that your struggle to respond quickly was only human hesitation. No, your hesitation was not birthed in flesh alone. It was contested in the unseen. The delay you have battled has been part of a spiritual war waged over your timing, over your alignment, over your very ability to say yes when heaven calls. The scripture declares, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. What you have felt as confusion, as distraction, as constant interruptions every time you tried to obey, that was not coincidence. That was the invisible resistance of forces that dread the day you awaken to your calling. They fear the moment you step into obedience because they know it will unravel their plans. The warfare has been fierce, and you have felt its pressure. The sleepless nights, the heavy thoughts, the sudden doubts, even the words of others, careless or cruel, that pierced your heart like arrows of discouragement. These were not random. They were strategic attacks to delay you. For the enemy knows, a delayed warrior is as good as a defeated one. A postponed blessing is as dangerous as a stolen one. And every moment you lingered, every hour you hesitated, the enemy celebrated because he thought you would miss your window forever. But hear this, heaven does not test without purpose. Every delay you endured, every struggle you fought, was weighed on heaven's scales. The Father was watching, measuring not your perfection, but your endurance, not your flawlessness, but your faith. The very fact that you are here now, listening to this word, means you have not been forsaken. Mercy has fought for you, patience has pleaded for you, and heaven has dispatched me, Michael, one final time to make the stakes clear. Your reaction now, in this moment, within these 4 to 5 minutes, will decide everything. If you obey, the blessing remains sealed with your name, guarded and protected, never again at risk of transfer. If you delay, heaven cannot hold it any longer. The order has already been signed, alignment or release. The choice is yours, but the consequences are eternal. Do not think that heaven's eyes are blind. Do not believe that your struggles have gone unseen. Every battle, every hesitation, every tear, every sleepless hour has been recorded. The angels have stood by, watching, waiting, warring for you. But even angelic warfare cannot overrule human disobedience. We can fight the forces that oppose you, but we cannot make the decision for you. That decision rests in your hands. This is why the urgency is so fierce. This is why the Spirit interrupts you now. For the Father has decreed that the battle has reached its tipping point. The blessing is too weighty, the timing too critical, the calling too urgent to wait any longer. I tell you now with fire in my voice, the heavens are watching you in this moment. The courts of eternity lean forward. The witnesses of angels hold their breath. Your decision in these 4 to 5 minutes will echo across eternity. Do not let delay be your downfall. Do not let hesitation rob you of inheritance. The enemy has already fought hard to keep you bound, but the very intensity of the battle is proof of the magnitude of your calling. You are not being attacked because you are weak. You are being attacked because you are marked. You are chosen. And heaven will not relent until you step fully into obedience. Rise now. Be still before God. Answer Him with obedience. Let your spirit roar with surrender, for heaven is watching. Type "I will obey" in the comments if this word is yours. Blessing code 8888 has been activated over your destiny. Listen to me carefully, for this is not an empty warning. It is the final truth before the shift. Right now, in the unseen realm, preparations are being made. The blessing that bears your name is trembling in the balance. The scroll that contains your portion is open before the courts of heaven. And the decree has been written. If you do not respond, if you do not align, if you do not act within these 4 to 5 minutes, what is yours will be released to another. Do not think this is exaggeration. Do not think this is mere metaphor. The Spirit of the living God does not play games with eternity. What He assigns, He expects to be received. And when the chosen delay, when the appointed slumber, heaven does not wait forever. For the kingdom's purpose must go forward, and if one vessel will not rise, another will. This is the warning you were never supposed to hear, but mercy has allowed it to reach you. Someone else is preparing to take what belongs to you. Even now, in the unseen, there are hands stretched toward your portion. They do not fully understand it. They can't see the weight of it, but they sense it. They smell the fragrance of a blessing hovering, unclaimed, delayed, waiting. And they are reaching. They are waiting for heaven's command to release it to them. The decision has not yet been made, but the countdown is ticking. Heaven will not hold it in suspension forever. This is why your spirit feels the pressure. This is why your chest tightens as these words are spoken. It is because your spirit recognizes the truth. You are at the edge of either inheritance or forfeiture. You stand at the brink of either breakthrough or transfer. The blessing will not vanish. It will move. It will flow like water into the vessel that is open, ready, obedient. The only question that remains is this: will that vessel still be you? Do not underestimate the cost of hesitation. This is not about losing something small. This is not about missing out on a minor opportunity. This is about destiny. This is about your lineage, your calling, your assignment in the earth. If you allow another to rise in your place, they will step into what you forfeited, and their obedience will seal it. And you will be left not only with regret, but with the weight of knowing that what was meant for you was carried away. This pressure you feel, it is not cruelty, it is mercy. For heaven could have passed you over silently, without warning. The Father could have shifted your blessing without announcement. But He loves you enough to send me, Michael, one final time, with urgency blazing like a trumpet blast, to tell you, you are running out of time. 4 to 5 minutes remain. The decision must be made now. Do not let unseen hands steal what heaven placed in your care. Do not let hesitation rob you of your inheritance. Do not stand still while another prepares to run with what you delayed. This is your moment. The Spirit is calling for your yes. The angels are waiting for your obedience. And I, Michael, stand in witness declaring that what you do now will echo for eternity. The blessing is trembling. The transfer is near. You must act. You must obey. You must rise. Type "I claim IT" in the comments if this word is for you. Blessing code 9999 has been loosed in your atmosphere. Hear me now, child of destiny, for what I am about to speak is not suggestion. It is instruction. This is the way to guard what remains. This is the way to shield the blessing that hovers above you even now. The warfare has been fierce. The warning has been sounded, but protection is not far from you. Heaven has not left you defenseless. The same God who calls you into urgency now equips you with the weapons to endure these final 4 to 5 minutes. The Spirit of the Lord declares this: your silence is your shield, your stillness is your weapon, and your obedience is your deliverance. Do not underestimate these three, for though they appear simple, they are mighty in the unseen realm. The enemy thrives on noise, on distraction, on chaos. He pulls you into arguments. He stirs your mind with doubts. He entangles you with chatter and endless confusion. But when you embrace silence, you starve him of power. When you choose stillness, you deny him the foothold of distraction. And when you obey, you disarm him completely. This is why I, Michael, urge you now: withdraw from the voices that confuse you. Step back from the distractions that pull at you. Even now, as you hear this word, heaven is calling you into a moment of holy retreat. Not a retreat of weakness, but of warfare. To be silent before God is not surrender to defeat. It is the boldest declaration that you will not be moved by noise. To be still before Him is not passivity. It is the strength of one who refuses to run in circles while heaven aligns the battle. And to obey instantly, without delay, is the final act that seals your inheritance. You do not need to shout to be heard in heaven. You do not need to strive to prove yourself. What you need now is alignment. Silence to hear the Spirit. Stillness to resist distraction. Obedience to open the gate of blessing. For heaven does not need your arguments. It needs your surrender. The time is short, but the protection is sure. If you will posture yourself in these three, the blessing will not be lost. The unseen hands reaching for your portion will be cut off. The adversaries waiting to mock your failure will be silenced. The angels assigned to you will surround you like a fortress. And I, Michael, with the armies of heaven, will guard what belongs to you until the command is given for release. Do not allow fear to drive you into panic. Fear is the enemy's counterfeit urgency. This is not the hour for frantic movement. It is the hour for holy stillness. The clock is ticking, yes, but panic will not save you. Only obedience will. Only stillness will. Only silence will. I say again, your silence is your shield, your stillness is your weapon, and your obedience is your deliverance. Step into this posture now, and you will see the shift. The blessing will not escape you. The inheritance will not be stolen. The transfer will not occur. You will be the vessel heaven was waiting for, and your yes will echo through eternity. The Father has not abandoned you. The angels are not weary of you. You are still chosen, and this moment is proof that mercy has not released its grip on you. But now it is your turn. Now it is your response. And it begins not with noise, but with silence. Not with striving, but with stillness. Not with delay, but with obedience. Seal this word in your spirit. Guard it like treasure. Let silence shield you. Let stillness steady you. Let obedience lift you. For these three will keep you until your inheritance is secured. Type "I am covered" in the comments if you receive this instruction. Blessing code 2020 is now surrounding your atmosphere. Now hear this, beloved, for the tide begins to turn. The Father did not summon you into this moment merely to frighten you. The urgency is not a curse. It is a call. The fire you feel in your chest, the trembling in your spirit, the tears that threaten to fall. These are not signs of doom. They are signs of birth. Something is breaking inside of you, and something greater is rising. You are no longer the delayed one. You are no longer the hesitant one. You are no longer the one who missed the signs. You are becoming the one who answers, the one who obeys, the one who claims what was always yours. Do you not see? The warfare against you was never meant to define you. It was meant to refine you. Every delay that wounded you, every hesitation that haunted you, every moment you felt unworthy was not wasted. It has carved a depth within you that shall now become strength. Heaven is not casting you aside. It is lifting you higher. For the Spirit says, you are not behind. You are being accelerated. You are not abandoned. You are being prepared. Look at the wings of an eagle. They do not break forth instantly. They form in silence, in hidden seasons, feather by feather, until the moment comes for flight. Look at the fire upon the altar. It does not blaze in a single spark. It grows, fueled, nurtured, until it cannot be contained. Look at the chains that once held you. They rattled, they mocked, they weighed you down, but even chains cannot endure when heaven's fire ignites. They are breaking even now. The weight you carried is falling. The delay that haunted you is ending. The voice of heaven declares, rise, chosen one, for this is your time. The urgency of these 4 to 5 minutes is not punishment. It is transformation. It is not condemnation. It is elevation. The Father did not warn you to shame you. He warned you to shape you. He allowed the delay so that when the shift came, you would not only receive the blessing, you would be able to carry it. For blessings without growth become burdens, but blessings received in maturity become weapons of glory. You are stepping into maturity. You are stepping into fire. You are stepping into a destiny that will not only bless you, but will overflow into generations yet unborn. Let the victim narrative die here. You are not the one who is always left behind. You are not the one who is always overlooked. You are not the one who always misses out. No, heaven calls you the chosen, the anointed, the appointed. You are the one who will rise when others fall. You are the one who will say yes when others hesitate. You are the one who will run when others are bound. That is why the pressure is so fierce. That is why the urgency burns so deep. Because you are not meant to stay broken, you are meant to break forth. I, Michael, declare over you now, the fire of God is igniting. The wings of your destiny are unfolding. The chains are snapping one by one. And though time is short, the transformation is instant. In a single yes, in a single act of obedience, heaven will accelerate you. What took years to prepare will be sealed in moments. The blessing that trembled in suspense will be secured under your name. And the same heaven that warned you will now empower you. Do not fear the clock. Do not fear the minutes passing by. For the same countdown that once felt like a curse is now becoming your confirmation. 4 to 5 minutes is not your end. It is your new beginning. Rise into it. Claim it. Walk in it. For you are chosen and you are ready. Type I am rising in the comments if this word is yours. Blessing code 3030 is now burning in your spirit. Child of destiny, let the mystery now unfold before your eyes. You have wondered why the path has been so hard. You had asked why the delays came, why the silence of heaven stretched, why your spirit was tested beyond its limits. And now the revelation is released. The delay was not punishment. It was measurement. Heaven was not ignoring you. It was observing you. The Father was weighing your obedience, your patience, your endurance. Every moment of silence was a test of trust. Every withheld answer was a furnace of faith. You thought you were forgotten, but in truth you were being refined. The blessing that hovers over you is not common. It is not small. It is not a trinket tossed from heaven's table. It is weighty. It is generational. It carries within it the power to shift not only your life, but the lives of many who are connected to you. And because of its weight, the Lord had to test your readiness. A weak vessel cannot carry a heavy blessing. A distracted heart cannot guard a holy treasure. That is why the tests came. That is why the delays press. That is why your faith was stretched. Do not despise what you endured, for the very struggle you faced has shaped the vessel you have become. The waiting carved discipline into you. The silence trained your ear to hear his voice more clearly. The warfare taught your hands how to fight. And now, as the 4 to 5 minutes approach their climax, the truth is revealed. This was your unlocking. This was your preparation. This was heaven's setup, not your setback. Hear me well. Your name is recorded in heaven. The blessing has not been lost. It has not been erased. It has not been reassigned. It still bears your name, written in eternal ink. And the Spirit says, if you obey now, if you align now, if you surrender now, the very thing you thought was slipping away will be sealed into your hands. The test is ending. The trial is breaking. The blessing is being released. This is why the urgency burns so fiercely. Heaven does not waste time explaining tests to those who fail them. Heaven explains them to those who are about to pass. And that is why you are hearing this now. Because the Father has decreed that you are not destined to fail. You are not destined to miss it. You are destined to rise. This revelation is your confirmation. The waiting is over. The testing has been completed, and your obedience will open the floodgates. You have been measured, and heaven says you are ready. You have been tested, and heaven says you are prepared. The very delays that tried to break you have only proven your strength. Now the heavens roar. Rise, chosen one, for your blessing is being unlocked. Do not let fear grip you now. Do not let hesitation steal this final moment. For you are standing at the threshold of release. Lift your spirit, open your heart, and declare your yes. The test is complete. The blessing is yours. The inheritance will not pass you by. Type I am ready in the comments if you feel this word sealing into your spirit. Blessing code 4040 is now activated in your life. Beloved, as heaven reveals mysteries to you in this very moment, I urge you to see that this mission is not about words. It is about souls. Every message, every revelation, every trumpet of warning we release is a lifeline heaven extends to someone on the edge of missing their destiny. When you sow into this work, you are not giving to man. You are fueling the fire of God's word to reach those who are in their own 4 to 5 minute window. The scripture does not whisper, it declares, "He that soweth sparingly shall reap sparingly, but he that soweth bountifully shall reap bountifully." And I prophesy to you now, your seed is not just support, it is warfare, it is intercession, it is prophecy in action. When you release into this mission, you declare that the word will not be silenced, that the trumpet will not be muted, that heaven's voice will reach every ear it was meant to. I invite you to act now, not tomorrow, not later, not when it feels convenient. The same urgency that applies to your blessing applies to your giving. You can sow by releasing a super thanks, by joining as a channel member, or through PayPal with the link waiting in the description. As you do, I bless your hands to overflow, your house to prosper, and your spirit to ascend. This is not a request, it is a prophetic command. Rise, sow, and watch the heavens pour out what cannot be contained. Child of destiny, the revelation has been given, the mystery unveiled, and the test explained. But now comes the moment where knowledge is not enough. Understanding is not enough. Waiting is no longer enough. This is the hour where action must erupt from your spirit. For destiny does not bow to hesitation. Breakthrough does not answer to delay. The blessing that hovers above you demands a response, and it demands it now. The Spirit of the Lord declares, "Today, if you hear my voice, harden not your heart." That verse is not written in the past. It is alive. It is breathing. It is for this very moment. You are hearing His voice through this word, and the urgency is not symbolic. It is real. The clock is moving. The countdown has begun. Heaven is waiting to record your answer, and angels are standing by to execute your obedience. Do not mistake stillness for passivity. You must be still in distraction, but active in obedience. Still in chaos, but bold in declaration. Silent before noise, but loud before heaven. Now, in these 4 to 5 minutes, you must rise with your words. Declare it over your life. I align with heaven. I say yes to my assignment. I claim my inheritance. I refuse to delay. I refuse to forfeit. I am chosen. I am anointed. I am ready. These declarations are not empty phrases. They are weapons. They slice through hesitation. They cut down doubt. They break the chains of delay. With every declaration, you draw the blessing closer. With every word, you push back the unseen hands reaching for what belongs to you. But hear me, declarations without obedience are noise. Heaven listens for alignment, not empty sound. That is why this moment is more than repeating words. It is embodying them. When you declare, you must also act. When you affirm, you must also obey. When you pray, you must also move. This is not the hour for passive faith. It is the hour for active surrender. The angels are leaning in. The courts of heaven are open. Your name is on the scroll, your blessing written in eternal ink, but the final seal requires your response. This is why I, Michael, speak to you with urgency. Not because heaven is against you, but because heaven is for you. Not because your blessing is weak, but because it is so strong that hesitation cannot be allowed to keep it waiting. Your yes must rise now. Your spirit must roar louder than your doubt. Your obedience must crush every delay. Do not think about tomorrow. Do not wait for another confirmation. The confirmation is already here. The Spirit interrupts you because this is your divine appointment. The blessing that trembled in suspense is waiting for your voice, your surrender, your action. This is your activation. The blessing is not shifting away if you rise. The inheritance will not be lost if you obey. Heaven's clock is moving, but so is heaven's mercy. Align with it now. Step into it now. Declare it with fire in your spirit. The words you release in this very moment will seal your destiny forever. Type "I activate my destiny" in the comments if this word is yours. Blessing code 5050 has been ignited in your life now. Beloved, listen with your spirit, for what I reveal now cannot be seen with the natural eye. Even as you hear this word, a silent exchange is taking place in the unseen realm. Angels are not idle. The heavens are not still. The courts of eternity are in session, and your name is upon the lips of witnesses. What was delayed is being discussed. What was resisted is being reconsidered. What was trembling in suspense is being negotiated even now. The blessing has not vanished. It has not slipped into nothingness. It is before the throne, guarded, weighed, prepared for release. And I, Michael, stand as both witness and warrior, declaring that your inheritance is too valuable to be lost without a fight. Do you not feel the restlessness within you? That is not mere emotion. That is your spirit discerning the movement of heaven's transactions. The shifting you sensed is real. While you wait, heaven trades on your behalf. While you pray, heaven records every word. While you obey, heaven seals every action. Understand this. Blessings are not accidents. They are not tossed like coins into the earth. They are scrolls written, decreed, and defended. And right now, your scroll is before the throne. The enemy has whispered accusations, claiming you have delayed too long, that you have missed too many signs, that you have wasted too many opportunities. But mercy rises against accusation. Grace speaks louder than delay. And your obedience in this moment can silence every argument against you. The exchange is silent, but it is fierce. Angels stand in ranks, defending what bears your name. The accuser pushes for release to another vessel. But heaven says, wait. Hold. Watch their response. And that is why your spirit feels the weight of urgency. It is because you are on trial in the unseen. Your reaction now is testimony. Your obedience now is evidence. Every yes that rises from your heart is a hammer that shatters accusation. Every act of surrender is a seal upon your scroll. Do not be deceived into thinking nothing is happening. The silence around you is not emptiness, it is war. The stillness you feel is not absence, it is judgment being written. This is why the Spirit has interrupted you. This is why time feels shorter with every passing breath. For the transaction cannot linger. The blessing cannot remain in suspension forever. It must be assigned, sealed, and sent. But hear me, child of destiny, nothing is lost if you align. Nothing is stolen if you obey. The transfer that threatened you can be stopped by a single act of surrender. The hands that reached for your blessing can be cut off by one declaration of obedience. The silent exchange is not against you, it is for you. Mercy is pleading your case. Grace is fighting your delay. Heaven is giving you one final chance to prove with action that you are ready. This is the mystery you must understand. The unease in your spirit is heaven's confirmation. The trembling you feel is proof that eternity is moving. Do not ignore it. Do not silence it. That restlessness is your advantage. It is heaven shaking you awake before the decision is sealed. I, Michael, assure you of this. If you rise now, if you obey now, if you respond now, the blessing will not be transferred. It will be secured. The scroll will be sealed. The release will be commanded. And what hovered in delay will be delivered into your hands. The silent exchange is happening. The witnesses are watching. The angels are warring. Your obedience is the deciding factor. Align now, and it is yours. Type a line in the comments if this resonates in your spirit. Blessing code 6060 is now guarding your scroll. Child of God, hear this with clarity. The same heaven that warned you now rises to fight for you. For every delay you endured, for every betrayal that pierced you, for every opportunity that seemed to slip through your hands, the Father now speaks, saying, I will restore, I will repay, I will reverse. The years the locust has eaten are not gone forever. The blessings you thought were lost in silence are not buried. They are being summoned back. And when heaven restores, it does not return them as they were. It multiplies them, presses them down, shakes them together, and causes them to overflow into your life. Do you remember the tears you cried in secret? The moments you whispered, Why me, Lord? Why always me? Do you remember how those around you laughed, mocked, or doubted? Do you recall how you felt unseen while others seemed to advance? Heaven saw it all. Not a single tear escaped the record. Not a single cry went unheard. Every pain became evidence. Every delay became testimony. And now heaven is moving in judgment. The same God who watched silently is now rising like a lion to roar on your behalf. The scales are shifting. The gavel of justice is falling. The accuser who thought he had you bound is watching his own schemes collapse. The betrayal that was meant to break you will become the platform that builds you. The delay that mocked you will become the proof of your endurance. And the same mouths that whispered against you will be forced to watch as heaven lifts you higher than before. This is divine reversal. This is spiritual justice. This is the judgment of the Lord in your favor. What was stolen is being returned. What was delayed is being accelerated. What was mocked is being vindicated. For you serve the God who delights in reversals. He lifts the lowly. He exalts the humble. He turns the tables in a single moment. That is why the pressure was so fierce, because the blessing was not ordinary. That is why the warfare was so violent, because the reversal will be undeniable. And hear me clearly, those who laughed at your waiting will be silenced by your rising. Those who mocked your delay will be humbled by your breakthrough. Those who thought they saw your end will be forced to testify of your new beginning. For this is not only about blessing, it is about glory. The Father is not only restoring you for your sake, He is restoring you so His name is exalted through you. The angels are already moving. The reversal has already begun. You will see doors open that were once shut. You will see favor flow where it once dried up. You will see strength return where weakness drained you. The hands of the enemy that once held back your portion are now cut off, and the blessing is being poured into your hands without measure. The heavens declare, enough delay, enough theft, enough betrayal. Now comes restoration. Now comes repayment. Now comes reversal. Child of destiny, this is your vindication. You will no longer walk with the label of delay. You will no longer carry the stigma of missed chances. You will no longer bow under the weight of betrayal. You are stepping into divine justice. You are walking into reversal. You are carrying restoration. Type I am restored in the comments if this word burns in your spirit. Blessing code 7070 is now fighting for you. Beloved, the hour is now upon you. The warnings have been sounded. The mysteries have been revealed. The instructions have been spoken. The judgment has been declared. And the reversal has begun. You stand at the edge of eternity's decree. The blessing that hovered, the inheritance that trembled, the promise that waited. It has not been lost. It has not been erased. It is here. It is before you. And the heavens themselves lean forward to see what you will do in these final moments. 4 to 5 minutes were granted. Not 4 to 5 days, not 4 to 5 hours. 4 to 5 minutes. For the urgency of heaven cannot be treated casually. Time is sacred, and the window is narrow. And yet, even in this narrowness, mercy found you. Grace pursued you. The Spirit interrupted you one final time, because the Father has no desire to see your blessing handed away. He has no desire to see another carry what was always meant for you. He longs to seal it to your life, to your name, to your destiny. So hear me now as I, Michael, speak this final word over you. May your yes be loud enough to silence every accusation. May your silence be strong enough to still every distraction. May your obedience be complete enough to seal every blessing. Let your heart not tremble in fear, but in faith. Let your spirit not falter in doubt, but rise in courage. For you are not the forgotten, you are the chosen. You are not the delayed, you are the delivered. You are not the forsaken, you are the favored of the Lord. I bless your hands to prosper. I bless your feet to walk in divine order. I bless your eyes to see clearly, and your ears to discern heaven's voice without confusion. I bless your house with peace, your future with stability, and your spirit with holy fire. May every curse that lingered over you break now. May every delay that mocked you shatter now. May every betrayal that wounded you be overturned now. For the decree of the Lord is this: it is finished. The blessing is secured. The chosen has responded. The inheritance is sealed. Walk now in confidence. Do not look back. Do not doubt. Do not hesitate. The 4 to 5 minutes were not sent to torment you. They were sent to transform you. And the transformation is complete. The heavens rejoice. The angels stand in witness. The blessing is no longer trembling. It is delivered. It is sealed. It is yours. Rise, chosen one. Rise into your calling. Rise into your inheritance. Rise into the destiny heaven has written for you from the beginning. For the final attempt was not wasted. The warning was not in vain. You have heard. You have obeyed. And now you will carry what was always meant for you. You are sealed. You are seen. You are sent. Type IT is sealed in the comments if this word is yours. Blessing code 8080 is now covering your destiny. Beloved, as this final blessing seals over you, I must speak with clarity. This mission is bigger than one message. It is heaven's trumpet to countless souls. Every time you stand with us, you are not giving to a channel. You are sowing into eternity. You are placing oil upon the lamps of those waiting in darkness. You are fueling the fire that reaches another heart before their window of grace closes. The word declares, the laborer is worthy of his hire, and I tell you now, your giving is not lost, it is multiplied. When you release a gift, it becomes a seed that heaven waters. It becomes light for another, manna for another, breakthrough for another. And the same measure you pour out is the measure that heaven will pour back into your life, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. This is your chance to sow into something eternal. You can release your offering through Super Thanks by joining as a channel member, or directly through PayPal with a link waiting in the description. Do not hesitate. Do not delay. Just as obedience seals your blessing, sowing seals the reach of this word into lives yet untouched. I speak over every giver now. May your hands never lack. May your table never be empty. May your spirit never run dry. This is not a request. It is a prophetic command. Rise, sow, and watch heaven open its storehouses over you.